I have no clue what is going on here. I mean, this has to be a joke.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can see by the title, we are going to be testing out some prom dresses from Wish. If you guys are new to my channel, I have a little series going on right now where I basically try out a bunch of different prom dresses from different online websites. I've previously done Pretty Little Thing, and I'm just about to do Wish, which I'm very excited about. So as we have probably already gathered from my many Wish videos, Wish can kind of be a little bit unreliable. You never really know what you're gonna get when you order from there. Everything is really inexpensive, and so when it comes to your door, you're kind of a little bit taken back by what you're actually seeing in front of you versus the photo on Wish. So that is why I have ordered 5 different prom dresses from Wish to test out for you guys, so you don't have to. If you guys are brand new here and have never seen my face before, make sure you guys come and join the dinosaur family by subscribing down below, and also don't forget to follow me on my social media at Roxxsaurus. But without further ado, if you guys want to see what dresses I picked up from Wish, then let's get on into the video. Okay, so right now I'm on my Wish app and I'm just having a little refresh of what I've actually purchased from this website, because everything sort of takes like 2 or 3 weeks to come, so I've kind of already forgotten what I even ordered. Everything also comes separately, so every couple of days you're sort of getting like one parcel at a time, and it kind of feels like Christmas, so I'm not gonna lie, it's quite fun. So the first dress I have here, I actually spent £14 on, and it looks like this. This is the photo on Wish. I thought this dress was so beautiful that I just had to try it for myself and see if it's anything like the photo. And here we have it. This is what it looks like. It looks very sparkly and quite promising, so I'm excited to see what this will look like. Okay, this is it, and wow, okay, it feels very coarse because of all the little like glittery clusters, but it looks visually so nice. Like, look at that dress. That is actually gorgeous. Okay, so the dress is quite long, but it's definitely nowhere near as long as it is in the photo. Like, that is literally how long it is right here. It has got the high neck just like the photo, and it has kind of got like a underlayer bodice which goes all the way down to the ground, which I feel like is great, because sometimes these companies that sell their dresses on Wish, they'll like cut off the little like underlayer at the knee length, and I just always think it looks really weird when you have like a cut off like fabric and then the rest of it is like really long. Ooh, it's also got a zipper at the back, which I think is really good, so that you can, you know, easily get into it and do it up. And yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed. It looks pretty good, so let's try it on and see how it looks. Okay, so here is the first dress. I've got to say, I am thoroughly impressed with this one. Look how beautiful it is. The one thing I must admit is that it's definitely not as like fabulous as it was in the photo, because it doesn't like drag across the floor like it did in the photo, which is quite unfortunate, but it's still a really pretty dress. It also does feel a little bit itchy and scratchy on my skin, just because it hasn't really got anything to sort of stop like the glitter from, you know, coming into contact with my skin. So if you were to wear a dress like this to a prom or any other occasion, you just basically need to accept the fact that you will be very itchy and scratchy the whole time. I love the shape of this dress. I think it's so flattering. It really highlights all the curves. I love the actual sleeve as well, and the fact that it's got a little bit of like a mesh sort of effect to it. If I wanted to stand out at prom, this is something I would definitely opt for, because look at it. It just looks so festive and so glam. Now, the one downside of the glitz and the glamour is the fact that the actual like glitter particles are literally falling across the whole entire floor. I'm probably going to be picking up this glitter for the next 5 years, so wish me luck. But all in all, I really do love this dress. I think it looks very glamorous, very festive, but it is quite scratchy, so you have to take that into account. But apart from that, I really love it, so I'm going to give this one a big thumbs up. So in my last video where I tried out the Pretty Little Thing prom dresses, I ended up only trying like 2 different colors, black and nude, and I really wanted to try something a little bit more colorful, so I went for a red prom dress this time. This one actually only cost me £12. It looks very small, so I don't really know how to feel about it. I've no clue if it's going to look anything like the photo, because this is what it's meant to look like, and let's be real, I don't think that's big enough. Oh my god. Okay. Guys, this is actually quite nice. So basically, it's got like a glittery, sequiny sort of top, and it's kind of like a halter neck style, so it sits like this. But then the bottom actually looks a lot like the photo, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of got like a silky sort of fabric underneath with a little bit of like red netting over the top, and it just looks really cool. Let's compare it to the photo. I mean, in the photo, it definitely looked, you know, a lot better. It's definitely a remake of probably some really expensive dress that already exists, but I feel like they've done a pretty good job recreating the original photo. Okay, this is what the next dress looks like. I kind of hate it, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it looks and sits really awfully, which it didn't really look like this in the photo, so I've got to say I am quite disappointed. In theory, this dress could have looked really amazing, but the first thing that went wrong is the fact that this is really loose around the neck. It's supposed to kind of sit like about here, but it actually has a button in the back in place so that you can't really adjust it to like the length that you want. So the only thing you could really do is just tie the two bits together. So of course, if the whole dress was brought up a little bit to kind of fit like this, then this part here would sort of sit in the right place and look okay. Another thing I don't really like about this dress is the fact that the back is like really overly loose. Like, it doesn't need to be this loose. I mean, these are all things that you could definitely quite easily fix. You could, you know, put the button and adjust it so that it fits a little bit better around the neck. You could then obviously cinch it in at the back so you don't have so much excess fabric, and then maybe it would work. But right now, just how it sits, I don't really like it, so I'm gonna have to give this one a thumbs down. Now the next dress is kind of out there, I'm not gonna lie. This is the photo of what it looks like on Wish. I personally love yellow. I don't know about you guys, it might not be for everyone, but I love a yellow dress, especially for the summer. So I thought, why not just try a yellow prom dress on? It might look good. So I picked it up. It looks a lot more like vibrant yellow rather than pastel yellow compared to the photo, but it's still a really nice color, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna rock it. This one feels a lot more like hefty and like actually heavy, so I'm hoping this will be really good quality and it will be quite long as well. So we have a little gold belt, which is quite nice. I actually didn't realize it would come with a belt, so that's cool. And then this is the dress. Ooh, okay. Okay, I see you, dress. That is cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, I'm looking at the photo and it looks, I mean, let's be real. The photo on Wish looks a lot better. Like the quality of the dress, like the fabric, it kind of looks like a little bit suede-y. Whereas this fabric, of course, looks and feels a little, you know, worse in quality. However, it's not like the worst fabric I've ever tried for sure. So this is the next dress. I am low-key obsessed with this. Look how gorgeous this color is, and the fit. I mean, let's just talk about that for a second. The fit is so nice. It actually goes all the way down to the floor. Like, that is quite rare with dresses on Wish. Like, they never really go down to the floor. But this one's like covering my socks, so you know it's a long dress. Also, this is what it looks like with the belt on, but unfortunately there isn't enough holes for it to go tight enough for me, so I can't actually do it up, but this is what it would look like if I could. I've got to say, I am really, really impressed with this dress. I think it looks really nice. It looks a lot more expensive than what we paid for it, for sure. I absolutely love these little cute frills on the side. I think it's just so girly and feminine. I have to give this dress a big thumbs up. I've got to say, I'm really, really impressed. Okay, so the next dress is this one right here. Again, this one looks pretty promising. I really like the lace and the color of it. I've literally been seeing this dress all over Wish, so I just had to get it to try it out because it looked really good in the photos. Okay, I'm confused. Literally, I have no clue what is going on here. This looks nothing like the photo, like whatsoever. Why is there dangly bits of lace? I will never know. I mean, the top half looks really cute. It's kind of got like a meshy sort of fabric at the top, kind of like the photo does. It's got like the nice floral sort of design, which I think is really beautiful. But then it's got these dangly bits of lace, which is like the same pattern as the bodice of the dress, but it's just like hanging there for no reason at all. I really have no clue why. It doesn't look like that in the photo, so
I don't know what's going on.
So this dress was £14, which I feel like is definitely not a lot at all for a dress like this. Like the rest of the dress looks pretty good. But anyways, let's just pop it on and see what this disaster will look like.
I mean, this has to be a joke. I don't even know where to begin with these little dangly things from this dress. I just don't understand it. I mean, I know they tried to recreate the whole like bodice being like incorporated into the skirt of the dress, but this is just like, this ain't it. This ain't it. The rest of the dress would have looked way better if like these things were just gone. Do you know what? It has to be done. It has to be done. They have to go. They just look awful. This literally looks 10 times better.
Bye, weird lace.
Hello, new dress.
So I've just gathered what those weird bits of lace were covering was my underwear. This dress is so see-through underneath. Like you can probably see the outline of my underwear, so I'm really sorry about that. It really is a shame because that dress could have been so nice. It had so much potential, but they completely ruined it with those little bits, and now it just looks quite plain. But I still really love the top half of this dress, so I don't really know. I mean, it is kind of awful when you first buy it, so I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs down for that reason. But if you do a bit of DIY and tweaking, it does have potential. And now for the very last dress, I of course had to have at least one nude dress in here because you guys know me, I love my nude. So I picked up this one. It's kind of like a nudie pink color. This only cost me £12, which I think is, again, a bargain. So I'm hoping it's gonna be pretty good. Ooh. The fabric feels really nice. That is cute. Look at that. Oh my God. That is so precious. Look at the little like lace. That is actually adorable. So from what I can see so far, it looks a lot like the original photo. It is quite long. It's got a slit as well, which is exactly like the photo, and the fabric feels really nice quality. It doesn't feel too cheap or anything. And then it's got all the sequins on the bodice of the dress, which I think looks pretty good. But let's try it on and let's see how it looks compared to the original. And this is the last dress. I actually really like this again. I feel like the lace and the bodice is so pretty and it's really well made actually, like surprisingly for Wish. The only thing that lets this dress down is the fact that you can see the skirt being cut off right here. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier, where you basically have this weird underlayer just cut off sort of like knee length, and then the rest of the dress goes all the way down to the floor. I just think it looks really weird, and I just wish that the underlay actually went all the way down to the floor as well. But I've actually got to say, this dress is pretty long, even longer than the yellow one, so I'm actually quite impressed with the length. Also, here's a close-up of what it looks like at the top. This dress seems to fit really nicely everywhere apart from the back. It's again got lots of excess fabric, which is really strange, but I'm sure you could just like tuck it in and make it work. I've got to be honest, I don't really know how to feel about it now that I've realized, you know, the back is really loose and also the underlayer is like chopped off halfway through. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this dress. Do you like it or do you dislike it? So those are all of the dresses I'm going to try out for you guys today from Wish. I honestly had such a blast trying all of these on. Some were better than others, but I feel like that's always what happens when you buy things from Wish. So I'm really glad I got to try these for you guys so you guys don't have to. And for the price that we paid for all of these dresses, I've got to say I'm not disappointed. They still look really nice. Yeah, they're not exactly the best quality, but they did look a lot like the photos, even if they're not like exactly down to the T. I think my favorite dress was definitely the first one, but let me know which one of these was your favorite. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up just down below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on bell notifications to stay notified of every time I post a new video. Also, be sure to check out the video where I tried a Pretty Little Thing dresses if you guys haven't already. I'll link it in the eye. But that is all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah.